Can you hear my voice? This time this is my fight song. Take back my
Welcome to Two Woke Boys, episode 214. I am Chris.
And I'm Cole.
Together, we are Two Woke Boys. We are back in the studio. We never left. Like, we still had episodes coming out every week because we take no weeks off, even though we did take 3 weeks off. You know, like, actually, we did take 3 weeks off, but we just recorded 3 weeks, like, all in one. And then we should have just passed it off like it was really happening. You know, that's what we should have done.
Just went silent.
Some people were
just
like,
ghosted our audience for 3 weeks.
no, we should have, like, put out the episodes
yes.
and then just been like, man, that's totally crazy, that vague thing that happened.
Right. You
And
see
then-
that current event?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, current events are nuts right now.
Yeah.
Like, just super vague.
Right.
Man, that thing that happened in politics was really wild, right, guys? Chime in the comments on what you think the wild thing was.
I mean, Timon Creek, who is often emailed into the show, that's kind of the way he talks normally.
really?
Bro, let's go out this weekend. There's a crazy event happening. There'll be a ton of chicks. You know, a crazy event. It's like,
Yeah, that's how
That's
human
so-
beings talk.
right.
Yeah, I
That's
have
like-
a lot of human friends that
Yeah.
talk like that.
I also do that too when I'm trying to like invite friends to stuff. I'm like, bro, there's a crazy event happening. They're like, what is it? Oh, it's an event.
Yeah,
It's like, what does that even mean?
it can be a wedding, it can be a party, it could
Yeah.
be a concert. It's an event,
Yeah.
and
Damn,
it's a
you're
crazy one.
You're right, though. We should have just not told. You know, we were trying to be transparent and honest with you, and because that's, you know, this podcast is about just mental health and transparency and vulnerability. We were being very vulnerable
Yeah,
by saying that we
were-
took 3 weeks off to travel and like have fun and like
and go to crazy events.
go to crazy events with a ton of chicks.
Yeah,
Like we were being very vulnerable by saying that. But
Yeah.
I'm now realizing that the right move should have been to not say anything.
yeah. We
And
should
to-
have been honest about what we were doing, but then like not really.
Not be honest.
Yeah, like a more passive honesty.
Oh, you know what we could have said that would have been true and evergreen and topical? We
What?
could have been like, "Did you see what Trump said? That was fucked up."
Yeah, that was garbage. Oh, and we also could have said, "Pff, can you believe that school shooting happened?"
Yeah.
We can just say that.
You
at
can
any
say that
time.
every week and
you
it'll
say
be
it
true.
every week, and there's probably one happens.
Yeah. I was thinking a different
Oh
one.
yeah, my bad.
children dying in the school.
Yeah, you're right.
Which is like,
But it was both of those make sense.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
which, by the way,
we don't
Jake,
condone that at all.
Yeah, we think school shootings are bad, and what's arguably even worse is that there was no rap song written one day after
Yeah. That's the worst
a
part about
highly
it.
produced, shareable, minute-long rap song.
And that's the thought that's behind it, is like, oh man, this is gonna go so viral.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The second that school shooting happens, you go in the lab and you start getting that beat, just laying down that beat.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that harmony on that line. The children dying in the schools.
Children dying in the school.
Yeah, you got to hit your high note on like the most like dramatic part.
Oh, yeah, and then right after that, it's like, but can you tell me why? And it's like he harmonizes with himself.
Yeah.
Just insane production value.
Yeah. Do you think he asked people to be like, yo,
Like
will you,
backing
yo,
vocals, like,
yeah, hey Kanye,
yo,
will you,
let's get in the lab.
yeah, will you collaborate on this with me? And they're like, what? You're making a rap song? Yeah. About what? Oh, the school shooting that happened like 30 seconds ago? That. That's what I'm doing a song about.
Yeah.
I'm like, I think I'm good, man.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna do it my damn self.
Yep. Yeah, usually you need multiple people for a harmony.
Not with the range. Not
I'll
with
do
that
it.
range.
I'll do it on my own, bitch.
Yeah.
I got the
the
know-how.
pipes.
Yeah. I got the pipes and the audio know-how.
I
have a
bought
9K
Logic.
camera. Yeah.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
just
I have
the
a red
crispest,
dragon.
the crispest footage. It's like, how is he gonna? Yeah, Novak has been completely dark for.
Yeah.
He came back on the 1 year of the SNL
What
video.
is he doing?
Working
Get back out there.
working at Disney. And it's like he just gave up on his dream
Is he
because
like-
of
what
a
is he
few
like
mean
playing-
comments. He's a dapper Dan at Disney.
Oh, he's not. What's dapper?
He's like the barbershop singers where they're wearing like stripes.
Oh, okay.
And it's
Did they
like-
take him and clone him into 3 other hymns and make him a barbershop quartet?
I mean,
that would be sick.
That would be, yeah.
Because they do that, right? Don't they clone people?
Well, yeah, they have
it's
like the holograms of like hologram concerts. Yeah, they should
think
do
of
that for Jake
4
Novak.
Jake Novaks.
God, that would be
Just
fire.
dressed like barbers with those little popcorn
top
hats or
hats and-
whatever.
yeah.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, as far as I know, it's him and 4 other guys. But yeah, they should clone him and figure out how to do that. But yeah, he sadly gave up on his dream because a few mean comments. Meanwhile, we have these tragic events like school shootings, and he's not even going to hit the lab to make a fire banger that's very viral and shareable
Yeah.
immediately after the school shooting. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, anyway, evergreen things we could say. Did you see that thing Trump said?
Yeah.
Did you see
Can't
that school
believe it.
shooting?
Yep.
What other evergreen things could we say?
You see that sweet, awesome thing that Kamala said?
Yeah.
Did you see that cool outfit she was wearing?
Yeah. Do you see those cool shoes she was wearing as she
Yeah,
got off the plane?
I sure did.
That would be
Did you see
evergreen.
her not fall up the stairs when she tried to walk back on the plane?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was cool.
Yeah. Do you see that awesome black scent that she did
Yeah.
in Detroit
Yeah.
or insert other urban area in the country?
I hope she does like an all like Indian person one and code switches that way.
Right. Yeah, I haven't seen that yet.
That would be
She's
sweet.
only done the black voice and the white voice.
Yeah.
Why not the Indian voice?
That's
Why are
kinda-
you
it's
ignoring
kinda
half of
racist
your
that you're not doing that one also?
Right.
You know? Like I want to see her like, hello everybody, you got to vote for me.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
She comes out with a dot on her head.
Oh, yeah.
Like that would be sick.
Yeah. Why hasn't she done
Yeah,
that?
do
She's
it, you know?
kind of leaving out that demographic.
Where would those people be though? Like where's the contingent of, because it's like
Yeah.
Atlanta black people.
Right.
Right. Where's the Indian contingency?
That's a good question. I know there's randomly a lot in. Well,
There's a lot in Minnesota, right?
there's a lot. Well, there's a lot of Somalians in Minnesota.
That's pretty. That's close enough.
It's pretty far, but
Yeah,
there's
if you dress them the right way, it's probably fine.
right. Yeah, but
But come on, look, we got to get support
yeah.
for Kamala.
No, actually,
So,
it's really not that different because you know why? Black and brown.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Jake Novak
Oh
one
yeah,
on
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, black and brown communities. They're all the same.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you may think that Somalians and Indians are completely different communities with completely different sets of values, different cultures, things like that. But no, black and everything is grouped into black and brown.
There's white and non-white.
Right. Colored or people of color.
Yeah.
If you
yeah,
say
the
colored,
first one, that's racist.
Colored, racist, people of color.
Yeah.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm seeing New Jersey is the highest population of Indian origin in the United States.
Okay.
New Jersey. That's
I know there's a lot
surprising.
in Dallas randomly too, but I don't
Really?
know. Yeah, but I don't know if that's I don't know if that's like a major. I think I just kind of saw that anecdotally, but I don't know.
Actually-
you were googling where are the Indians?
I was
at?
in Dallas recently, and I was like, oh,
Why are
there's-
there so many Indians in Dallas?
Yeah, that I mean,
Yeah.
essentially,
What the fuck are?
right.
Yeah.
But it was all phrased very positively.
Yeah.
It
You know.
says half of the Indian population within the U.S. all live in 5 states. Oklahoma has the most, and then
Oklahoma. It's
Oklahoma
not what you would expect.
14.2%, followed by Arizona of 12%, California
Also
of
not
10%,
what you'd
Yeah,
expect.
these are not.
New Mexico 9%,
It's all those.
Texas 5%.
It's all those
Okay, so
states
there's
that are
Texas.
complaining
Yeah.
about the immigrants coming in there. You know, it's every state. It's like, hey, there's too many of these here. you
Right.
know?
Yeah, the California one, that's not as surprising. But
yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
so
I would,
we
I would
love
figured like the Northeast or the NorCal would have,
right.
but it's more like tech guys.
Yes, and like the
They're like Asians.
East Asians instead of the South Asians. Right. But anyway, all of this is to say, if you are an Indian woman who is hot, and you can be from India, you can be a Native American who's
it doesn't matter
erroneously called Indian, which you're not, but if people call you that, then we want to loop you into this conversation.
Yeah.
Because you're still brown.
Yeah.
Brown, black and
you're
brown,
oppressed.
brown. Yeah.
Whatever.
Indians are brown, Native Americans are brown. You're all brown. So you all fall under the same umbrella, and we're all going to talk about you as if you experience the exact same thing. And
that experience is being not white.
Yes.
And we're going to be like, damn, that sucks for you guys.
That sucks for you guys because
we're sorry about
all this white supremacy.
I couldn't imagine what it's like to go through life when it sucks, how bad it is.
Go through your shitty life, your
fucking
lower life. You know, there's like the caste system in India, right? It's very racist system where like usually.
How is it?
Well,
if
it's
they're
like,
all the same.
No, there's a lot of colorism in India. So like the light skins are typically the wealthier, higher regarded ones, and the darker ones are typically the poorer ones. There's like a pretty strong correlation between like darkness and class in India. Yeah, but it's way more racist in America.
Yeah,
even though that's a thing that's extremely known for in India. It's like the chances of you being born into like a lower socioeconomic class and rising above the way you were born, extremely unlikely. But you know where it's more unlikely? America.
Yeah.
America is the hardest place in the world for upward mobility.
It's almost
people are like,
impossible.
oh, the American dream. It's like, yeah, that's not a thing. That's a myth.
Yeah. American dream.
Oh, the land of opportunity. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
Getting a house.
Yeah.
Not happening.
Yeah, you are much more likely to rise above your born socioeconomic status in a country like India than in a country like America. So we hate America. That's another evergreen thing we could say.
I mean,
America sucks.
Yeah. We should just.
America is the worst country.
We're kind of on a roll. We should just do like 4 episodes today on.
I would love to take a month off.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're all for what's the 4-day work week?
Yeah.
But it's like
we are
4 days a
anti-work.
month.
Right.
Just 4 days for an entire month.
Yeah.
We're kind of already on that, but
right.
What if it was 1 day a month, but we just did the 4 days all in one shot?
Let's do that and just say these stock statements, and they'll be true every single week.
What's up with there's like AI stuff? Why don't we do that?
Oh yeah.
Why don't we just get AI, like instead of our voices, you'll hear like the news today is pretty wild. Donald Trump said something orange. You know what I'm talking about? With those,
right.
There's YouTube channels that have like Candy Crush playing in the video, and then like an AI like voiceover.
Yes.
Why don't we do that with our podcast? We'll have pictures of us like that, and then just the sound.
Right. Because the technology isn't quite there for like a convincing
but it's close
video,
enough.
but it's close. But the audio is like much easier to fool people.
Then we'll have Joe Rogan as a guest on our podcast.
Yes. It'll be like one of those you ever see those fake ads where like they use like a clearly AI clip of Joe Rogan?
How is that
or like
okay?
Andrew Huberman?
How is that
like
okay
endorsing their like bullshit product, which they never actually did?
Yeah. Like Joe Rogan will be like, this helmet is like awesome. I wear this helmet when I sleep because it makes my brain smarter. And you're like, what? Did he say that on a pod?
Yeah. And the brand I use specifically is Alpha Brain.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't think he ever said that.
Yeah. I mean, good luck listening to 8 million hours of podcasts.
Right. Yeah, who knows? He may have said that because he's had so many shows.
Yeah. And we don't listen to that show religiously, by the way.
We haven't heard every single episode ever of the Joe Rogan Experience.
Joe Rogan, dude. He's not cool.
No.
Okay?
And if he asked us to be on his podcast, we would respond so quickly with a yes, but
But we'd go on there
And
with
we
the
would go on
intention
there
to take him
And yeah,
down.
would we take him down on the podcast? Also, no. Again, we
Well,
would suck him
we
off for
would.
3 hours.
Yeah, we would take him down, but in the comments, people would be like, "Oh, you sucked him off, and you were like so up his ass, and all you said was how awesome he was."
And we'd be like, "Oh, you should have seen us like right when the cameras stopped
the
rolling.
second those
We took him
cameras
to
stopped.
task." Yeah,
Yeah, we'll see if we'll ever be back on there because we really let him have it.
right.
And then you see the comments. It's like from our page. It's like, dude, we loved the show. It was so good. We'd love to be back on the show again sometime.
Yeah.
And like on every show after that,
Mhm.
like the next episode's like, yo, Joe, we just commented on your last thing. I don't know if you know, we're like best friends now.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't respond to my comment. So like, what's up? Like, are we cool? Like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stop by the studio and see like if you're okay or
Yeah,
whatever.
It's all a big Trojan horse operation to like infiltrate his show and then like ruin it.
yeah.
That's what we do, despite everything that
Yeah.
we say and do.
Yeah, and yeah. If there we're in there to ruin it, although it looks like we were just on it and like a very milquetoast guest because we did nothing but agree with everything he said.
Right, right.
Like a schoolgirl that's like has a crush, you know?
Yeah,
We're just like, yeah, okay, yeah, Joe, that sounds awesome.
uh-huh.
The best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we hate Joe Rogan,
Mm-hmm.
and we would totally never do his podcast, and that's why we haven't been on because
Yeah.
we never do
It's
it.
a protest.
Not
until-
because he has no idea who the fuck we are.
Mm-hmm.
So right now it's very hot outside. There's a huge heat wave happening, especially here. Is it happening all over the country or just the West Coast here?
Climate change, dude.
Just here? Okay.
Yeah, but climate change.
Well, I
so,
mean, this
yeah,
is the
it
only
is.
important part of the country.
Yeah.
The West Coast, maybe the East Coast.
Yeah,
But-
this LA here, it's going to be underwater because the heat or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it's so hot that it's going to melt the ice that's like really far away, and then it's going to push more water into the. You know how that works, right?
Oh.
Like if you put ice cubes in a Coke and you just leave it there, it will actually get higher and then
Yes.
spill everywhere because the ice cubes expand and explode water everywhere.
Right.
'Cause
Do
it's not-
something. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not. There's like not a finite amount of water and ice, and it's all like kind of the same, and then it just kind of melts, and then it's whatever, you know.
Yeah. Do something about the environment, listeners.
Yeah.
This is your fault. It's your fault why it's been uncomfortable to go outside for the last couple weeks.
Yeah,
It's your fault it's over 100 degrees and the summer's over.
it's hot out because you didn't bring your own fucking bags to the grocery store.
Yeah.
I brought my own bags.
It's your fault that you drive an all-gas car. Why don't you buy electric?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm too poor to buy
can't
electric. I
afford
can
an
afford a
electric car.
Tesla. Fuck you.
you.
Ask your father for a loan.
Yeah.
Or a
Borrow
gift that
your
you don't have
dad's
to pay
Tesla.
back. Yeah. It's like, it's not hard.
You never have to buy gas again.
Right.
Like, it doesn't make sense to buy I can buy a $15,000 car.
The investment wouldn't pay off for 40 years. Fuck you.
But instead of buying a $15,000 car and putting gas in it that's like $4 a gallon or higher, buy a car that's exactly like that $15,000 car, except it costs $107,000.
Yes.
And then you never have to buy gas again.
Right.
You save money over
50 years.
yeah.
So,
And I'm sure you'll have to get a new battery, and then it'll just catapult that giant fucking battery into the ocean, and that's going to be fine.
yes.
Because like batteries are good, and that's why they throw them into the ocean.
Yeah.
Because like what's a battery do? It charges stuff, right? So when I'm done with all my batteries, I put them in a big garbage bag. I go out to the ocean. I go, fucking take that,
Yeah.
and I charge the ocean.
Nice.
So the ocean gets like if the ocean's glowing, that's good,
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Because like if stuff's glowing, that means it's on, or that it's charging.
Totally. Yeah.
So what's that called where the water's like all shiny or whatever? You know what I'm talking about?
I don't think so.
there's like what's that called? There's like the ocean like glows. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Is that from the
bioluminescence.
batteries that you throw into the
maybe.
Santa Monica Pier?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Could be. So,
Gotcha.
So that's good, you know.
Yeah. Also, do you drive an electric car?
Well, my car has electronics in it.
Uh-huh.
So
But-
it's a hybrid.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, it does run on gas. That's like, you know, and it gets like maybe like it's pretty good. It gets like around like 7 to 10 miles a gallon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's pretty high.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, and there's electric stuff in there,
Right.
like the radio,
Uh-huh.
you know, and then you know, and like the air conditioner.
Uh-huh.
And because the climate's hot,
Mm-hmm.
like the global warming's happening. So to do my part, I get in my gas car and I turn the air conditioner on max
All
AC.
the way up. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I roll the windows down.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Right. So you get
so I'm
the benefits
sharing
of
my
both.
cold air with the planet.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
so
That's the right way to do it. But
Mm-hmm.
if any of our listeners use AC, you are contributing
yeah,
to the downfall of the environment. How dare you use AC?
yeah.
Oh, it's over 100 degrees. I'm burning up inside.
Drive faster.
Deal with it. Yeah.
Drive faster. It makes the wind blow, which
Yeah.
isn't just hot air blowing in your face. You ever get in an Uber and the guy fucking
Oh, God. Yeah.
Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
dude. That doesn't make me want to kill that guy,
Right.
you know? And you're sitting in the back, so like, dude, the wind
Just
tunnel that starts.
getting-
I'm
right.
tall, so like it's, you know, the back of a car is like designed for like a child to sit in
Right.
because it like drops back. So I have to like sit like this in a car, you know? And then the fucking guy's got his the windows down.
Yeah.
He's on the phone for some reason.
Right.
You ever see
He's
that?
got it. Oh, he's got his Bluetooth
Yeah.
earpiece. Yeah.
Yeah. He's like,
He's-
yeah, you good? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. And like, are you talking to me or
Right.
who you?
He's making some sort of business deal. Yeah.
No, he's like talking to like his girlfriend or something.
Well, that too.
It's
Yeah.
usually that. He's like, yeah, babe. Oh, babe. After I get off, what I'm gonna do to you? You're like, can you not do that right here? Like, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we love that. And yeah, so there's this heat wave, and you know, a lot of women out there are like, it's like really hot for you, and you're like, oh my God, I have all these clothes, and like I just want to take them off, and it's like,
Yeah.
you know, come over here, and you can do that here. Do we have the AC? Yes, AC is bad. Is it blasting right now in here? Is it a beautiful 67 in the studio right now? Perhaps. But what would be more environmentally sound is if we share AC together instead of like us blasting AC at our place and you blast AC at your place. You come over here and you can turn your AC off. We will have ours on.
Yep.
And then we will share the AC together, and then you can just start kind of taking off your clothes. We're like, that's the first thing we say to you when you come over. It's like, yeah, if you want to take
your shoes and your clothes off.
yeah,
That's
just get real
cool. I
comfortable.
have, like,
Make yourself at home.
I'm like, you know how like Asian people are like, don't wear shoes in the house.
Right.
My culture is like, you're not allowed to wear any clothes in my house. It's like kind of a, you know, it's kind
You're
of
like, what culture is that?
You know, it's like it's fucking my culture right
Yeah.
here at this apartment.
Yeah.
And she's like, why are you wearing clothes? I'm like, I won't be for long. You take your shit off. All right.
Yeah.
Make yourself comfortable.
Right.
And she's like, I'm not comfortable. I'm like, well, get comfortable. Okay. And I'm standing in
she's
front
like,
of the
why
door.
are you standing in
Yeah,
front of
I'm
the
in
door?
front of the door. Like
And
I've somehow
why have you barricaded
switched.
the door?
Yeah. Yeah. She's like, why are you standing on it like there's zombies on the other side of the door? I'm like, don't worry. Hey,
You're blocking
it's really,
the door
yeah, I'm
with
like,
your
it's
with your
really
body.
cool in
Yeah.
here, you know?
Right.
Yeah. I like that.
She's yeah. You have to make her feel safe from
Yeah.
from you know, what if there's like an intruder who comes in? You've got to barricade that door.
Yeah, and I have to feel safe because, like, you know, you could be concealing like a weapon under all those clothes.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's like there's a big bulge in your tits and ass area. So what's under there? Let me take a look. And you know what? I'm gonna do a pat down. Let me do a full pat down. So let me come over here, and I'm gonna. do some of that.
Like
and then
like the TSA, like
yeah.
yeah. Except usually they have like same gender pat downs.
I wonder,
Not with this one.
can I be like, I'm gay, so actually it's inappropriate to have a man do it. So can you have a lady like really get in there with me? And I want you guys to be thorough because I want to make sure everybody on the plane is very safe. So me as a gay man, get a straight woman. No, not her. That one. That lady right there. Yeah, her. Bring her over here.
They're like, she doesn't work here. She's just a hot lady going through security.
You know what security is. She's just got to feel my stuff. You know? So really get in there.
Right.
So and I can't go on the plane with this hard penis. That's like a weapon. So just gotta soften it up.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, and so yeah, that's what's on the table. If you're a hot girl here who wants to just soak in this heat wave and be environmentally friendly we'll share our AC with you, and we will Venmo request you after for like we'll send you a bill.
Yeah.
For like your share of the AC.
Yeah, because it's about equality.
Just
now.
like I got an invoice from like. What is this, AC? Oh, yeah, it's just half of our monthly bill.
Your stay here?
Right. You think this is free?
Yeah.
No, this is a business.
I have an
This
LLC,
is a hotel.
so
yeah.
It's just what it is.
Yeah. So there is this debate happening tomorrow between the Cheeto and our queen, Kamala, on ABC, and we will be watching, and we're gonna play like a drinking game. We're gonna gather all our friends, and like it's again, we've said this before. It's like our Super Bowl. The debate is our Super Bowl.
Yeah,
all the debates are, and we're gonna gather along our friends, and we're like, take a shot every time that the Cheeto says, "Believe me," or every time the Cheeto says, "Excuse me." And then we're just going to be so wasted by the end of the night, and it's going to be so funny.
Yep. I like that. That's a good drinking game.
Yeah. So we can't wait for that. Kamala's going to wipe the floor with the Cheeto.
Yeah.
And
it's going to be cool. What's tough about Trump is like he's got a couple of policies he's already kind of said, whereas Kamala can like shift her, people don't know what she's about.
Right.
So it's all.
They're like, oh, she's flip-flopping from 2020 and no one knows what she actually believes. She can say whatever she wants.
In whatever voice she wants.
Yes.
So it's totally cool.
Yes. So speaking of this race, in the past few weeks, I think this happened in the past few weeks since we were gone, RFK Jr. endorsed the Cheeto. Can you fucking believe that? He is canceled.
Yep.
And
it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Anyone that associates with him should be ousted also.
Yes. And he is married to Cheryl Hines, who played Larry's wife on Curb.
Wow.
And she has the audacity to be married to a guy who endorsed Trump. Are you fucking kidding me?
Can you believe that? Where people that are in a relationship,
people have political differences with their significant other.
I don't see
that
how
is unacceptable.
I don't see how that's possible.
No.
If I'm in a relationship with a lady, that lady has to have the exact same opinions as me.
Right.
And whatever she thinks, I also think.
Yeah.
And I'll let her think that for as long as I can pull that off.
We have to be in right.
Yeah.
We have to be in lockstep on every single issue.
Yes.
And the fact that RFK endorsed Trump, Cheryl Hines has to divorce him now. It doesn't matter that, they're in love. Who cares?
Love? You only can love somebody that ideologically aligns with you.
Right.
You can't have differences at all.
Yes. So
you got to have an open mind and shut out anyone that thinks slightly differently than you.
Right. Which may just sound like a closed mind, but
it's not. If you open your mind, then you'll get it.
Yeah.
but you don't get it because your mind is closed and dumb. But
Nice.
my mind's open and smart, and I only let other open minds who think exactly the same thing I do into my mind. So you're the problem.
Yes. So Bradley Whitford, the West Wing and Get Out actor, in this Variety article, recently took to social media to call out Cheryl Hines for silence regarding her husband Robert F. Kennedy Jr. endorsing Donald Trump for president in the upcoming election. RFK Jr. had mounted his own presidential campaign but officially dropped out of the race on August 23rd and threw his weight behind Trump. And here's his tweet.
Were people surprised that with like what he was campaigning about that he was going to do that?
Yeah, I guess this was like shocking that he was
were people
in like 80%
like
agreement.
like a huge anti-vax thing. People
Right,
were
like anti big pharma, anti. Well, I guess he's more vocally like very anti like the big
food industry.
Right,
and,
right.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, and
Basically
like,
saying we're like eating poison and all
right,
that stuff.
and the like the big hedge funds and stuff, and really talking about that a lot, which Trump doesn't do as much. But yes, he was like very much in line with Trump on like the majority of issues. So it's shocking to see him endorse Trump. What?
Yeah.
Who would have ever thought that would happen? And so here's what Bradley Whitford wrote on X. Hey, Cheryl Hines, way to stay silent while your lunatic husband throws his support behind the adjudicated rapist who brags about stripping women of their fundamental rights. Whitford wrote on X, gutsy. Great example for the kids. Profile and courage. So,
are there comments on that tweet?
I'm sure there are, and I'm sure they're all positive, as they should be.
Yeah, get her.
Right. And so Bill Maher came out, who's, he's historically very liberal Democrat. He came out and said like, hey, maybe don't go after like the wives of politicians who have like nothing to do with. It's like what is acceptable to Bradley Whitford? Like, does she has to divorce him now, right?
Is he married?
Let me see. Or maybe she has to marry him now.
Yeah.
It's like, sorry,
that's kind of like our policy.
Right. Sorry, I get your hot wife now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing he's probably married.
Yeah, that's kind of our policy. If you're a woman that is
yeah, he's married to Amy Landecker, who is another actress. But
they agree on everything under the sun?
Oh yeah, I'm sure they do. Because if they don't, then
they got a divorce, and then we'll step in there and really fix her up.
Yeah, although
fix
she's
good.
54, so I think we're good
She's
on that
fine.
one. Yeah,
they're in a good relationship.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's going really well.
Yeah,
I'm okay with not getting in there.
Yeah, But Bill Maher was saying in his monologue, it's like even the mafia doesn't go after the wife of like their enemies. You leave the family out of it. And it's like Cheryl Hines has made very clear over the years she's like a pretty staunch Democrat, very anti-Trump. But that's not enough.
No.
Because her husband endorsed Trump, she has to denounce her husband and go a step further and divorce him.
Yeah.
Because you can't be with anyone who is not completely in line with your political views. So this wasn't Bill Maher said it was mansplaining, kind of sexist, like going after a woman like online, not to her face, of course, but doing it online behind a computer screen. Mm-hmm. That's totally not mansplaining, totally not sexist, totally not this like weird like double standard. Mm-hmm. It's totally fine and good to harass and bully the spouses of politicians for not breaking up with them because we don't support that politician.
Yeah.
We shouldn't live in a civilized society where we can disagree with each other. We can disagree even with our significant other about politics, but still be loving and cordial. No.
Yeah. You got to take your activism to the highest level.
Yeah.
Like if the election doesn't go the way you want, you better fucking be out in the streets.
Yeah.
Lose your shit.
Yeah.
complain about everything.
So Bill Maher is totally off on this. He wasn't spot on. He was totally off. You know why? Because he's a Republican.
Yeah.
It's not that he's been saying the same thing for decades.
His wife should divorce him.
Right. Well, he doesn't have one, but
The black hooker that he was hooking up with should divorce him or stop going to him or whatever.
Beat me to that one. But yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. His the black hookers.
Wait, I don't know about this.
He's very like very outspoken about being single and like how he doesn't want to get married, but he has this reputation of he likes to employ black queens to be with him, have some sexual relations.
He's pro sex work.
Sex work, yeah, which we love that. Sex
we
work
love that too.
is real work.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's any black sex workers out there who want to, hang out with us, we're not going to pay you, but you can.
It's an internship.
Yeah.
Sex work is real work, but you got to intern before you get the job.
Yeah.
And
we're not paying you a fucking dime, but
yeah, and you might be like, how is this different than me working? I'm experienced. I've been doing this for a long time. It's like, yeah, but you haven't been doing it here, and you got to like figure it out.
They're like, that kind of sounds like a certain S word, like we're working without pay.
Mm-hmm.
We're like, no, you got to work your way up this company. Yeah,
it's an internship.
They're like, you don't have a company. You're just two guys like doing a podcast in one of your like apartment rooms. It's like, no, this is a very legitimate business, okay? And you can be an unpaid
we
intern
have business meetings.
Yeah.
Like all the time. And those are phone calls or like, when we go play pickleball.
Right.
But that's a business meeting.
Yeah.
So legit business. Okay.
Right. So yeah, we can't believe that Bill Maher called out Bradley Whitford and other people online for going after Cheryl Hines.
Mm-hmm.
He was totally wrong, and the people harassing Cheryl Hines are right to be doing what they're doing. Go after the wives and husbands of Republican politicians or politicians who endorse Republicans or people who are voting for Republicans. It's like if you're a Democrat and your spouse is voting Republican, you have to divorce them. And if they're hot, you especially have to. Mm-hmm. And then we get the woman now.
We'll deal with them.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
We have our methods.
Yes, we do. So another person who is staying silent on recent political news, George W. Bush, who said he will not say how he will vote in 2024. And I'm going to say this. George W. Bush is officially canceled.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, also, you not saying what you're going to vote. Like, there's only one proper...
Silence is violence. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Silence is violence, but also saying what you believe, if you believe the other thing, the wrong thing, then that's also violence.
Right. It's not that voting booths have curtains for a reason and that privacy should be protected in America.
It's like, why do they put those curtains on there? Because people are committing violence in the voting booth.
By voting Republican?
Yeah, by voting for the non-cool thing.
Yes. Right.
So we're all about transparency. So like, why not like when you vote, like there's a big, like you vote and there's like a big screen.
It should be put on a projector screen. Yeah. It should and live streamed on the internet.
Yeah. Why don't they do that?
You should have, your vote should be public.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that should be like your, like in your, your profile for your dating app or whatever.
Well, we do that voluntarily, but it should be mandatory. We do it voluntarily.
Yeah,
like
don't try to put moderate on there because we all know what that means.
We know what that means.
Yeah, we know what that means.
Yeah, okay, Mr. Devil's Advocate.
Yeah,
moderate. Oh, I'm just saying Trump makes some good points. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, buddy.
Just fucking admit it.
Yeah.
You like him.
And then the people that put that they're Republican on there, like out here, like how crazy those people are? Like,
Right.
there's nobody more insane than a openly conservative woman
Right.
in LA.
Right.
Like, that's insane.
Just zero fucks given.
Like, you're like, hey, you're not supposed to like put moderate. Like, you got
Yeah.
that's what that you're supposed to do that, and then it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. You're supposed to put put moderate and then like test the waters on the
Yeah.
first date,
Yeah. So you put
but not commit to anything too hard.
here's what it is. On a dating app, you put that you're liberal.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you should put, right? Then you put moderate if you're Republican, and then you put Republican if you're a psychopath.
Yes.
And then, that's kind of how it is,
Yeah.
you know?
And then you have to have a picture of you with an I voted sticker where you're pointing to it and making like this face.
Yeah, that means you're a Democrat.
Right.
And then if you are holding a fish or like a gun or something, all that also you might as well just put
Or a crossbow. Yeah.
any of those things, that's for sure. Or if you're like riding a horse.
Uh-huh.
What else is there? If there's a truck anywhere
Right.
in your,
Yeah.
yeah. Don't even get me started. If you have an American flag
Oh my
anywhere
God.
in your fucking thing, God, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, you love America. Cool, buddy.
Yeah.
Gross.
You love the worst country in the world.
This country sucks.
This country sucks. Will we ever leave?
No.
No.
No,
But
we're never gonna leave.
yeah, absolutely not. But that's because we have to stay to like tell everyone how bad,
How
it is.
yeah. And
And-
we will threaten to go to other countries. And
Every election.
yeah, every 4 years, we're definitely gonna be on Zillow looking at Canadian properties.
Yes.
We're not gonna buy any.
But we will look.
We will look.
And we will post screenshots of
Yeah,
it.
the screens. It's very public what our hunt for a house in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
And don't do that like, oh, why not Mexico? Just shut up. You know why. You know exactly why. So don't fucking.
And they're like, why?
Yeah, just I'm gonna block that comment.
Yeah.
We're just gonna not have that comment
Right.
on here because that's racist.
Yeah.
To point out that I might be racist, you're racist. I don't see racism because I don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're like, what you're doing is racist, it's like, actually, you're racist.
Mm-hmm.
Canceled.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So, yeah, George W. Bush officially canceled, and not because he's a war criminal,
no.
not because he sent the country into financial crisis.
Mm-hmm.
It's because
It's
he
his
won't
fault that-
say that he's voting for, because he had to go. We were totally on the George W. Bush rehabilitation tour. It's like, ooh,
yeah?
like he spoke out against Trump. Ooh, he's doing paintings. Which
yeah.
was a little bit fucked up, doing paintings of like veterans who are like missing limbs of like a war that like he sent them to fight in. It's like,
yeah,
something a little sadistic about that. But no, it was like, oh, he's just a cute old man.
Yeah, he threw a pitch out at a baseball game.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, remember when he ducked that shoe?
Yeah, that was pretty sick.
That was
yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah, that was pretty badass. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's just a cute old man. Trump is the evil one.
Mm-hmm.
No, Trump didn't start any major wars.
It's pretty crazy that
But
he ducked the bullet from that guy, and you know what I mean? Like everybody's talking,
right,
like people
Bush
still talk
ducked the
about
shoe,
the shoe,
and Trump ducked
and
the
then he
bullet.
literally like did the Neo Matrix thing,
Right.
and like didn't get hit by that bullet.
Yeah.
No one even talks about that now.
Right. Oh yeah, that's like
Yeah, who cares?
old news. Yeah.
Football's starting, so
Yeah,
whatever,
exactly.
you know?
Yeah,
football-
which
it's football
that's
season.
another thing. Yeah, get
Oh,
ready,
big-
guys.
Get your pigskins out.
It's football
Yeah.
season.
Oh, got my fantasy team.
My fantasy team beat yours. The men that I selected.
Yep.
The 11 men.
I rooted for my 11
11
heroes on my team.
Yeah, my 11
that I named
men.
an ironically hilarious name.
Right. And I root for them to score more points than the men that you pick. And I know more. If my men score more points than your men, then I will be more of a man than you.
And I've developed a high level of autism to pick my team and
I'm
then
looking at the
study
scouting
stats.
reports.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at
I'm making subs every week.
Yeah. Oh, the waiver wire. Someone's a free agent. Got to pick him up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Got to pick up a free agent.
Yeah. Oh, let's make a trade. Let me trade my man for your man.
Let's all meet at Buffalo Wild Wings for our the
Well,
draft.
we wear the jerseys of other men on our backs, men who are younger than us and better looking and in better shape and make way more money.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just wear the clothing, the work uniform. Let me wear the work uniform of another man on my back while I go to Buffalo Wild Wings and eat wings and drink beer.
And sexually harass a waitress.
Right. It's like, oh, the waitress is like, oh, she smiled at me when she took my order. It's like, oh, she wants me, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, better write my number on
I write
the...
my number as the tip.
Yeah.
And you can come get your tip from this number.
Yeah. Yeah, oh, she said, thanks for coming in today and smiled. Oh, she
wrote the smiley
she
face
wants
on
me,
my...
bro.
Yeah.
She clearly
she
wants
knows my
me.
name because I told her my name 7 times.
Yeah, it's not just standard customer service.
Yeah.
Oh, she laughed at my joke.
And she remembers my name because I followed her to her car a couple of times because I wanted to make sure she was safe.
And come here every day. And I'm out.
It's like I know when she gets off work, so I just hang out by her car to make sure she's safe.
Yeah. Well, we usually do that at Hooters, not B-Dubs, because B-Dubs is quite a variation of waitresses. And sometimes they have waiters, too. It's like, who the fuck are you?
Bro, what are you doing? You know?
It's like, okay, Chris, I'm trying to get my order from...
Hey, Chris, we're not gay. What are you waiting on us for?
Yeah.
Get out of here. Go get a lady.
Yeah.
And they're like, we don't have a female waitress on right now. I'm like, that's pretty sexist.
Then you just lost my service.
Yeah, that's pretty sexist.
I'm going right across the street
already
to
ordered
Hooters.
and ate all the food. And I'm like, yeah, well, I'm really disappointed right now. And I don't believe
I'm sending this back.
Yeah, I'm sending the bones are still there from the wings.
Yeah, they're like
you just put more meat on the bones. I didn't eat the bones.
Yeah, they're like
I don't
you
want these.
polished off those 18 wings in minutes. Like, no, I'm sending them back.
Yeah, these taste like shit, by the way. All 18 of I wanted to make sure it wasn't just one.
Yeah.
So I did eat all of them, and I was like, maybe it's the flats, so I ate the flats. But then I was like, okay, maybe it's the wings, so then I ate the drumsticks or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? They're both bad. And I did eat all 18 of them.
Right.
You know, I do demand a refund.
Yes. So yeah, the Hooters is more reliable for the having the hot waitresses and
Yeah.
they all
Tilted kilt also.
Yeah. Which I don't think I've been to.
Tilted kilt's pretty cool.
Where is one here?
I don't know. Yeah, they're like there's no chains here, dude. Like,
Okay, yeah.
It's like
The nearest
this
Applebee's.
is like if you go to the like Midwest,
Right.
You know?
Or if you go just deep enough in the valley where it just becomes the Midwest.
It is actually. There is one in the Deep Valley.
Yeah.
I did do a show at one a couple of months ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking when Applebee's had that like unlimited deal. I was like, where is the closest Applebee's to LA?
Are
And
they
it's
still
like,
doing that?
I don't know. I haven't
probably
looked into it. Yeah, they're probably out of business now.
Yeah.
Thanks
Yeah,
to that.
Didn't Red Lobster do some shit like that?
Yeah.
And they're like done now.
Lost a ton of money.
They hired a new black CEO actually.
Red Lobster did?
Yeah.
Love that.
Nice.
Yeah, to revamp them.
Hell yeah.
So hopefully,
We love that.
no.
All right.
Love that. So yeah, back to not that we care about football, but you know what we do care about? Taylor Swift.
Mm-hmm.
And she was in attendance for the opening game for the Chiefs, which Chiefs beat the Ravens. Not that we fucking care.
Mm-hmm.
But she was there and she was sitting in a different suite than Britney Mahomes. Which was a big, and people are speculating why. Britney Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes' wife, who's kind of, he's like, you know, his life kind of sucks that he's just stuck with this like annoying bitch from his high school who hasn't
Really?
like, yeah.
Britney
No,
Mahomes.
but no, she's
really-
that's what other people
would
say. And that's not what I agree with. I
'Cause
don't agree with that.
She's doing like
100%.
cringy ass TikToks with her brother or with his brother, right?
With Jackson Mahomes. Yeah. And that's he is lucky to have Britney Mahomes, and she's not like way like below his league, and he could get like a way hotter and less annoying
He could get
girl.
Taylor Swift.
Right. Well, Travis has her for now.
Yeah.
That's until we have her next. But that's another whole thing. But anyway, Britney Mahomes, we want to talk about, you know, controversial, like, how dare you politics moments. She liked a Trump post on Instagram, and people noticed that.
Wow.
It's like, you're seriously going to like a post from Trump? And she unliked it right away. And so, but we got the receipts.
Yeah.
We got the screenshots. Yeah.
Taken.
Yeah.
And it's just like that guy said, you gotta be on the attack now that that person disagrees with you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
With that actor guy, what was his name?
Bradley Whitford.
Yeah, Bradley Whitford.
Which is kind of ironic that he's the one saying this stuff, because did you see Get Out?
No.
So he was the dad of the white girlfriend who's like, Get Out, they, you know,
He's the racist white guy.
well, he's like, it's a satire of like kind of like racist or like liberals and their like subtle racism, where he's like, he tells like the black boyfriend of his daughter, like, oh, I would have voted for Obama a third time if I could. So like,
Yeah, we don't say stuff like
we
that.
don't do exactly that.
Yeah, we didn't.
But yes,
say
so
exactly
it makes
that.
fun of those like the pandering white liberals, and it's kind of ironic how he was like that character, but he's kind of like doing he's doing that like that
Maybe
exact type
he
of
got
stuff.
the role because he's
right. Maybe he wasn't
life
even
imitates art.
right. Maybe he wasn't even acting. Maybe he was
His method.
right.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. So yeah, what were we?
We were talking about football.
Brittany Mahomes, yeah. How dare you, bitch? Like Trump post, and there's rumors that Patrick is a Trump supporter too, which, if he is, the Chiefs should release him immediately.
Yeah,
and then my team.
Then they should move to Vegas, baby. Viva Las Vegas.
Yeah, well, there's already a team there now.
Yeah, but you know, Travis Kelce gets to scream "Viva Las Vegas" every week, which would be sick.
Yes. So
that was awesome.
Yeah, if someone
Swift CMG.
Yeah, right. Just
like,
her
God
mortified expression.
Yeah, that was great.
So so the Mahomes family is canceled. Britney's canceled. We love Taylor for not sitting in the same suite as her, and we hope she did that because of the Trump like. And
but also Travis, like, you gotta do something about this. You know, it's like you're in there. Like, why don't you, like, you know, swat down a pass instead of catching it to send a message to Patrick,
right?
That he's got to think the right way.
Yeah,
you know, oh, you're not on my team politically. I'm not on your team in the game.
Right.
Know, swat it to the other team.
Right. Yeah. Quick final. I mean, there's a bunch. We didn't even talk about the school. Well, we did talk about the school shooting, but we didn't really. We'll get maybe more into it next week. There's this Selena Gomez joins the Billionaire Club, which kill all billionaires except for the hot women.
Yeah, we hate billionaires,
except for. But
well, and here's the thing too.
We will spare when we kill and eat all the billionaires. We will spare Selena Gomez and Rihanna.
Well,
but all the other ones are evil.
Here's the other thing too, Selena. You just became a billionaire, which means you're barely a billionaire. So there's time to save yourself. So if you give us, I don't know, $10 million to the pod,
that's it. Well, I was thinking at least like 100 mil.
No, I mean, yeah, that would be more generous. That would be nice. The more millions that you give us, the better. If you wanted to give us all billion, that would be cool.
We're not going to ask for that. We might ask for, I don't know, 900 million.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty reasonable amount.
And you still have 100 million.
Yeah, that's so much money.
So that's when people are like,
Why do
oh,
you
we can't
need
tax
so much-
the rich that much. It's like, we'll take 90 million,
And
or
this is a
900 million.
this is
You
a
still get
write-off.
100.
This is a write-off because our podcast is like kind of a charity.
It is a this is a
even though it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to get a 501c3, but it's not yet. But
Well,
we'll figure it out.
If religious institutions can be 501c3s, why can't we? This podcast is a religion.
yeah.
It
And
should
and
be.
you
We're
should
trying
be-
to start
If you're
one.
listening to this podcast, you should be worshiping this podcast.
Yeah, and us.
Yeah, and us, and we're like
God.
Joel Osteen.
Right.
But for us to get closer to our what we need, you need to buy us like private jets and stuff.
Yes.
And you live in poverty while we become rich, but it's because our message is good.
Yes.
And we'll crack like one little shitty joke at the beginning of our hour that's like really corny and stupid, and you'll think it's the funniest thing you've ever seen.
Yes. But yeah, we love that aspect of Osteen, but at the end of the day, he's still like, he's not the God, though. It's still it's still Christianity, as opposed to this podcast, which we are the God.
Yeah.
So some would call that that kind of sounds like a cult.
Yeah. No,
it's a religion,
Yeah.
and we are the leaders.
Mm-hmm.
So we're trying to convert as many fans of this podcast into
And
worshipers.
let's
of
not
the
get
podcast.
it twisted. This podcast is for women. So if you're a woman, then you can join. If you're a man, you can give us money and support our women's situation we got here.
But you can't join.
Yeah, you can't. You got to stay away. But
Yeah. You also can't join if you're a below 8 woman. Yeah.
Yeah. We might let a 7 in depending on how drunk I am.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes even if
I'm pretty generous. I've let in a couple of 4s.
Oh yeah.
I mean, a couple of 3s.
If there's no one that I know.
Yeah, and you don't have my actual name, I might drop a couple of 2s in there.
Yeah. If there's no one that I know around, and I will do a thorough.
Yeah, we are looking. We are all directions.
Yeah, our head is rotating like an owl, and we're making sure that no one sees it, and that also, you sign this NDA. It says you were never here. We don't know you.
Yep.
We'll let in a 1.
Oh yeah.
We don't give a
I'm afraid
shit.
to kind of really delve into what a 1 is.
Yeah, and I've totally never done that either.
Me neither, but that's a
I'm
real.
totally all 8s, 9s, 10s.
Yeah,
I've
same.
never,
No,
I
same.
would never go below that. But I'm just saying, hypothetically, if there's no one around, there is some wiggle room on that scale.
Yeah.
And
we are generous
and by
boys.
scale, I mean that in more ways than one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We prefer body positive just in the tits and ass area, but there's some wiggle room on that scale.
Yeah.
Again, more meaning than 1 in that. So
we're generous boys, and we will help you out.
Yeah.
And it's just what we want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did have an email here. Let's see. Let me pull this email up here. Poems from one king to another.
Okay.
Gentlemen, as an admirer of your transformative message of awakening, I would like to share with you a poem I dedicate to my future wife and all of the husbands out there looking for a wife. May this poem be your guide. Okay, this is a poem here. So we're entering Poetry Corner. If you want to send your poems or any kind of email to the Two Woke Boys, send us emails at twowokeboys@gmail.com. All right, so let's get back into this poem here. All right. That's enough there. Oh, and I hit the gun. My bad. All right. So we're in. All right. This is the poem for future wife.
Mm-hmm.
Wife, wife, wife. My wife. I can't wait to call you my wife. Wait. Nah, don't ever hesitate. With me, you could procreate. No one night stand, mutual masturbate. Gone are your days of strife. You have set aside your old toys, stopped getting railed out by fuckboys. You seek that which I have to offer, the maybe father of your daughter. That's a banger, dude.
Wow, that's from King Jape.
We're not done.
Oh, okay,
You know?
okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
there's more.
Yeah. For me, it's very simple. I don't sweat anything, not even a pimple. My feelings are my own, and I only share them with people I love. If you have me a hug, I'd start crying. But with you living, I'd stop dying. Life anew. The you knew is gone too. Abandonment, that ain't me. The love of my life, I'd never flee. If all you knew was pain and struggle, razor blade caress for a forearm struggle, then you know you found your man, brave enough to hold your hand. Netflix, no chill, just take out and laughs. Old Will Ferrell movies on the TV while our kids laugh. I'll value you forever. I'll betray you never. Wife, 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 I love you. Jai P.
Wow, so
Yeah.
King Jape or Jape or however you say it has emailed into the podcast. That's pretty crazy.
That's crazy because he's spending so much time making these
He
really
posts like
cool-
5 times a day. Yeah.
I mean,
Just the
it's-
best content.
Yeah.
4-second videos of him wearing like a matching hoodie and sweatpants.
Yeah. And one of
And-
those hoodies that's like, $500.
Right.
You know?
And just him going like rubbing his hands together and just,
Yeah, yeah.
as he's saying like
There's definitely not content of us out there like
doing that
either.
same thing.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Just him doing that with his like nice guy text on screen that he steals from other accounts.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool that a guy like that has over 500,000 followers and like consistently gets like hundreds of thousands
is
of views.
He married? Does he have a...
I kind of want to. He does like life coaching. I want to read this. I highly encourage our listeners to check out this brilliant man's Instagram. So it's. I don't want. It might take too much time to cast it to the screen, but it's King Jape with 2 I's and King, KIING JAIP. 508,000 followers.
I got it.
Jai Peters, relationship mindset coach.
This guy.
And this bio, this. I love how you're following 4 other. There's Ally of the show, Malcolm Kellner, but then 4 other people that follow him, probably unironically,
Yeah.
which is hilarious. Maybe they're women that he's helped heal.
Yeah.
But if you look at this guy, face tattoos, backwards snapback, like this is the type of guy who is a
you can
genuine.
keep her blocked. You can act like she doesn't exist. Your friends can hate her. You can drag her name through the mud, but you won't forget that she knows the real you, how she stood by your side in some of your darkest times and worked on your healing, even when she was struggling herself.
So this isn't just shameless pandering to
This is crazy.
idiotic women who, yes, and all his posts
This
are
guy's
like
crazy,
that.
Dude.
So just like this chubby,
He has like a teardrop tattoo or something.
so like this chubby, like wigger.
Yeah. This is crazy.
Kind of giving little Chet Hanks vibe.
He does kind of seem like a Chet Hanks.
Except Chet Hanks is cool, and this guy's cool. This guy's super
Chet Hanks
cool.
would just say that stuff, but he'd say it in patois.
Yeah, exactly. And this guy doesn't have to say anything because he can just put text on the screen.
Yeah.
And then by doing a 4-second video, I mean, this is probably a 3-second video. And so by the time you read all the text, the video has looped at least twice.
Yeah.
You're getting 200% watch time. So
They're
the
all,
algorithm
they're
is
all
just
this.
right. The algorithm is just loving your
Call me needy. Call me
retention.
a simp. I don't care. If you text me after 6 hours and I'm on my phone and I see it, I'm gonna respond.
I'm not going to play these little games like, oh, you took 10 minutes to respond. I need to take 20. You're an adult. Grow the fuck up. And we didn't read that. We just have to read the rest of his bio real quick because that's the best part yet. So, relationship mindset coach, helping empower women around the world, building a family, 50,000 healed already. Life and relationship coaching available one-on-one. I kind of want to sign up for his life coaching.
Does that
and
mean
just see, like,
does the
what is this?
50,000 healed women? Does that mean women he's like fuck? Because that's what. Yeah, that's what we do. We've healed a ton of women.
Yeah.
You know?
We should put that in our bio.
Yeah.
Just every time our body count goes up by one, we just
that's a healed woman.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't count. It doesn't matter if she gets an orgasm or not. It's just
no.
Yeah.
If we did, then
that would
yeah.
Let's get real here. You know?
Yeah. So if he means healed in the same sense that we and Jada Pinkett Smith famously used that word, then
it was a
50,000.
What was the other thing she said? It was a
entanglement.
There you
with
go.
Yeah,
that was right.
Where I healed my son's friend. And by healed,
crazy.
We mean
having your
fucked.
husband on the podcast to tell him that you fucked your kid's friend,
right? And then expecting him to like be cool with that,
and then,
which he should be.
Yeah, he took it pretty well. I mean, he did slap Chris Rock in the face,
right, for
making a alopecia joke.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you for I guess it's King Jai P because it's Jai Peters, right? So thank you for emailing into the show, King Jai P. It's been just a real joy looking through your profile, and definitely doesn't make me want to kill myself. And seeing the type of stuff that does get a fan base. Meanwhile, stuff,
trying to get comedy out here.
Definitely, but not comedy. This is a serious podcast.
Yeah.
But you know what we mean.
This is full-time activism.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
well, do you have anything you want to plug?
I don't think so.
All right. Follow allies of the show, Malcolm Kellner and Jeff Zinasek on all platforms. Check us out on there, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff. Also follow the boys, TooWokeBoys, on all platforms. Give us 5-star reviews on Spotify and iTunes. Like and subscribe, give us comments. We love those comments. That helps us in the algorithm. Donate to the Slut Fund. And send us emails at TooWokeBoys@gmail.com. That's TOO Wokeboys. And thank you for listening to episode 214 of the Two Woke Boys. I am Chris.
I'm Cole.
And together, we are Two Woke Boys.
Can you hear my voice this time?